Hello everybody, welcome to Weighted to Win. It's good to be with you. We're doing this turffontein meeting on Thursday night. We've got a twilight race meeting ahead of us and we look forward to the card starting at about 10 to 3, going into the evening with the lights switched back on at Turffontein Racecourse. Got Daryl Marie and Darren Burrows with me. I just want to quickly remind you about our social media elements to this business in terms of our show. Weighted to Win, at Weighted to Win is our Twitter account. Our WhatsApp number's on there as well, 069 164 3272. I told you Daryl Marie got some of these for Christmas and he's willing to give them away through a random draw in our group, which is lovely, all the way up to the 25th. Okay, well, let's get Darren on the line, talk about the card. What does this card look like? We know it's the postponed meeting. There's some scratchings, changes, and how much of your mind has been changed since the last time we spoke about this card?
Not much at all, Clyde. I really like the look of this card. I think there's some decent bets all through, even through to the 10th race. So exciting meeting ahead of us, and I'm hoping that the going is decent.
Okay. Well, we'll expect a bit of rain, so to speak. The pen, we haven't got a pen reading yet, have we?
We
got
do.
Something? What have you got?
It's good.
Good.
20.
20. Oh, okay. That's dried up very nicely. Hopefully it'll stay away.
And the lightning stays away.
And the lightning stays away and will be great. Let me go back. Can I go back to you, Darren? I want to just talk to you about the first as to what you like here. Mighty, I see that this horse is out now. Virgin River is not running, unfortunately, so that's gone. That's not taking place anymore. I thought to be hard to beat. What do you know about the first timers? And the market's got this horse, Mighty Goddess, now adjusted favourite 18 to 10.
No, I think the market's correct. I think Mighty Goddess is now overdue. She's got the draw in her favour, hard up on the outside. Usually it does favour the outside runners if there's a little bit of rain or given the ground. And I think she should break her maiden in this company. Just watch the market with number 6, the first timer, Call to Glory. This is Smart Call's Baby by Kingman. I don't know anything about her well-being or how good she is.
Beautifully bred. Beautifully bred, huh?
Yeah, I'm really keen to see how she goes down to the start. I love looking at them in the canter pass, Clyde. I didn't enjoy the last canter pass today at the Val. Iron Tail, I wasn't happy with that. Just tell me something. You were on course. Did the vets check that horse out?
I'm sure they would have. They wouldn't let a horse run if they're not happy with it. I asked Brandon Bailey the question, how does that horse go down normally? Because I wasn't sure. I'd already taken the 5-6 to 1, to be honest. And I said, we'll take our medicine because it's 3 to 1. It's too late. There's nothing we can do when you watch them go down like that. And he said, no, he's seen it go down much better. So, yeah, it happens like that.
Yeah, I wasn't happy. We were running in PAs and I was in trouble after the canter pass.
Yeah, a lot of us were.
Clyde, you know this filly,
Help us get our money back.
Mighty Goddess, she's got the racing experience, she's got the fitness. The owner, Stinky Poe, is having a cracking time
Fantastic.
recently.
You said he'll win it, Stinky Poo.
Well, there we go.
Tell me he'll win it.
If she's on her bicycle early, she may steal a march on the balance of the field and hold on.
Okay. All right, well, we're going to have to watch the betting. Let's take a look at what our slides are. I'll say that because the market may have some interest in the first timers. Watch out. Daryl Marie going into Mighty Goddess to open up this meet. I would imagine most are expecting Munchkin to win here for Lucky Houdalakis, and Samanga Kamala got the ride. That's been recorded on the Thursday night, runs in the colours of Dave Shaw. And good first run to Keon the Conqueror, only beaten a half a length. They fancied Munchkin, make no mistake. They thought they'd win it first time. And Keon the Conqueror was a bit of a surprise result, Darren.
It was a surprise result, but I think that's probably one of the strongest maiden form lines we're going to see on the high fault, because there was some really good horses, including horses like Black Egret and behind them. There's been 4 runners for 2 winners and 2 seconds. Now, I think Munchkin is an absolute one-horse race on that debut.
Okay, that's the form. So Sylvan Theatre came from there to win. Daryl Lover's Lane came out of there and won. Seconds were Quixote, we saw today, Fiddler on the Cliffs. So it's fairly solid.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get it right in his second outing, Clyde. Came to the track with a big reputation on debut. It looked like he was going to get the job done and just got nabbed close to him. So with that run under his belt, he auto brought him on in leaps and bounds. And I'll be very, very disappointed if he gets beaten. Restricted odds, perhaps look at number 10 for the trifectas and quartets. Mayor of Maryvale. He's been staying on in his 2 starts to date over the 5 furlongs. Now goes the 1160, and I expect him to fill up the back end of the trifecta.
Mayor of Maryvale, number 10, who's trading at the moment at 20 to 1. But we're all into Munchkin's corner. We're very disappointed if this doesn't win. It's trading 11 to 20 at the moment. That's the one. We've got it all on. Darren's put this together for us. We'll take a look. Munchkin now into Gallic Tribe later, into Houston a place. That's what Darren Burrows is recommending that we have a go with our all to come for this turffontein race meeting. And we've also got Darren's bipod, so let's get straight into that. Just by the way, Gallic Tribe currently 22 to 10, just so that you know. And Darren, you've got a couple of bankers in that pot.
Yes, I bank at Munchkin, 11 by 8, 10, 11 by 1, 3, 13 by 1, 3 and 5 by bankering number 1, Rennie, and then 2, 3 and 9 at the back.
All right, that's 81 bipod, 81 Rand. Daryl, what's it look like for you?
Yes, I'm also bankering number 11 in the first leg, Munchkin, by 3, 10, 11, by 1, 3, 13, by 3, 5, 6. Just in leg 5, that's race number 6, Clyde. Number 3 has come out. I see here Pambile, so we'll be doubling up with Rennie over there. And at the back, 3 and 5. That perm will cost you 162 Rand.
Welcome back, guys. We're at the third race now and give you an update on what the market's recommending we do in the place accumulator. Number 11, Twice the Storm, is top of the boards at 2 to 1. 12, Texas Red, is trading at 7 to 1. 8 to 1 about number 8, Mini Coupe. And number 9 on the card, Lord Varies, is trading at that price as well. And then 12 to 1 and better about the others. Let's go to start with Darren Burrows. Get some idea as to what you like. The Sean Terry, Calvin Habib form here. You first choice, or what's the plan?
My second choice, to be honest, I think Mini Coupe is the value at 8 or 10 to 1. Now, he returned after a bit of a break last time out in a 96 handicap. He challenged a horse like Mardi Gras all the way to the line. They pulled well clear, and he is drawn towards the outside. I think he's going to run a big race, but I've got healthy respect for Twice the Storm. Since been fitted with the blinkers, done absolutely nothing wrong. And then Call Me Master is going to be running on strongly at the finish.
All right. So you're making it a bit of an open race, Daryl?
I think it is open, Clyde. On my side, I believe the value lies with number 3, Samuel Salt. Actually prefer him on a faster track. Last time out, despite coming out a little bit slow, he still ran a decent race. He's got the pace, he's drawn high. There's a lot in his favour. So he's going to be my value pick in the race. Health respect for Twice the Storm. Did pick up a 2 kilogram penalty in his debut effort for his new yard. I think we saw Bronco Blitz win from that form line, Clyde.
Yes.
And Mescal came out and ran 3rd or 4th in his next start. He goes well up this track and trip, so he should be thereabouts. I would have preferred Call Me Master on a track with a bit of give in the ground. He likes the sting out of the ground, but he'll run his honest race and be doing his best work late.
Daryl, the Durban form, that Passage of Power won and African Skyline won, representing this horse frontline fighter, any sort of chance? Form's fairly solid, I mean, in terms of what's come to win. But I can't tell you about the comparative form in terms of horse quality.
Yeah, I'm not too sure, Clyde.
No, that's fine. You don't have to answer. I just wanted to check. If you're not sure, that's fine.
He's not in my first, let me put it this way, he's not in my first 10.
5.
No, first 10.
10. Bronson's going to love you. Okay, let's put up these selections for you. Place accumulator, Daryl, 3, 10, 11. By 1, 3, 13. By banker 6. By 1 and 3. By 3 and 5. By 1, 2, 3. By 1 and 8. It's a 216 Rand place accumulator perm that you can use in terms of tonight's event. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. It's the 4th race now. It's the opening leg of the Pick 6 tonight. And this is a handicap over the 1160. So it'll be up the straight. Field, they've got them market-wise. It's open. They're betting 5 to 1 the field almost. Power range number 13, Esquivel in the race. And it's Roy Magnus horse that tops the boards at the moment. Integrate for Joey Soma trading 5s. 8 to 1 about this horse Ramchandani Road for Clinton Binder. And 10 to 1 for Robin Claessens. Tangana. What do you think, Darren? You've been in good form with your pick sixes. What are we doing first leg?
Well, the first leg, we just want to survive. It's an open race, as the betting suggests. Power Ranger's a better horse up the straight. He's been on the inside track in his last couple of starts, and he has disappointed. I think he's going to be running on really strongly at the finish. He's my narrow first choice. I would include Integrate. I think he'll be right there. Esquivel's a runner. And then just throw in Irrevocable Dream. I know he's been off form, but just watch how he goes down to the start. He is capable on his day.
Okay. Do you give any sort of chance to... There's a horse I liked here. I wanted to ask you, Darren. Do you give any sort of chance to What a Tiger? No.
I think he's best over 1,000 meters. So, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that might have an outside chance for pick sixes and throw it in. But if you say not now, that's fine. Daryl? What do you say?
I think the fact that the track is going to be good is heavily in Power Ranger's favour. He doesn't go on a sticky track. Much more testing, 1160 up the straight, more favourable too compared to his runs on the inside track. So he's certainly my top pick, number 13, Power Ranger. On form, there's very little separating himself in Integrate, but I would have preferred Integrate on a softer track. So I'm going to make Power Ranger the top pick. Esquivel also interests me. I don't know if you recall his last start, Claude.
Remind me?
You asked Brandon to replay the start.
You never got a good jump or something?
Yeah, with Pierre Stradle.
The one, yes, I remember that now.
So he's much better than that effort. The blinkers come off because he's going the
Would you worry about the draw? No.
No, he's got enough early toe.
All right. But is it open? I mean, you're also going open picks?
No.
You Power Ranger?
For me, 3 horses, Claude, suffice over here.
Okay.
1, 3, and 13.
All right. So Daryl's narrowing it down. Let's have a look in terms of what the exotics then race for. Our plan, Darren Burrows, is going 1, 3, 5, 8, 11, 13 by 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. Bank of the one later by 2, 3, 8, and 9. Then the field, and then right at the back, we're depending on 1 and 8. We're hoping those two will get us through Forever Mine and Gallic Tribe. Welcome back. Let's get on to race number 5 now on the card. This particular event, opening leg of the jackpot. It's a reminder about the Gauteng Summer Cup. It's a middle stakes over 2,000 metres, and it does run at 10 past 5. The market on Thursday night has got 12 flying first class at 7 to 2, 3 Flashy Apache 4 to 1, and 1 marching on together with 5 Whispers of War and 6 Captain Chorus, all trading at 7 to 1. Your pick 6, you had horses, Darren. What's the plan here? Race 5, first leg of the pot?
I thought a horse like Marching On Together is a big runner. I know he's carrying top weight, but he has carried top weight to victory in the past. He's a 9-time winner, and he's had the 2 comeback runs, not disgraced. 2 lengths Big Tourmaline and 2 lengths Arumagum. I think even with the 62 from a good draw, he's going to go forward and will run a big race. I thought the danger, Flashy Apache on that good last effort. And then Whispers of War, up in trip last time out. He really enjoyed it. So I narrowed it down to those 3.
Okay. Form lines, anything stand out?
Nothing really. The horse I fancy, Clyde, is number 6, Captain Chorus. Has been a winner from there in Alpha Tick, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Clyde, last time out, I watched him run and he was caught 3 wide, no cover. I said the next time he's nominated and accepted to run, I'll be with him. And I love the race that they found. I think this is a perfect opportunity for him to notch up another victory. I know there's no weight turnaround with regards to Whispers of War. That's number 5. But I do believe he's got a chance of reversing that form. Hasn't Corne's Peace done well with his horses, Clyde, from Durban, for this owner, Dr. Nadu? They had another winner today.
Yes.
Shareholder.
That's right.
Obviously, Whispers of War's in good form. Muzi rode him perfectly last time out, so he knows how to get a good tune out of him. And poor old number 3, Flashy Apache. Uncle Tyrone must be pulling his hair out. Because this horse would have loved them to race a week ago when the going was heavy.
Yeah.
He loves a soft track. I'm concerned that it's going to come up good for him.
Tell me, Daryl, the Zimbabwean was diesel and dust. Did you get any sort of...
Yeah, he got closer last time out.
I mean, he got close to East Coast and Platinum Sky. That was a good run.
That wasn't a bad effort. And
Yeah, I like that a bit.
yards,
But
Paulie's
54
yards.
and it's back.
Yeah, I've left him out. I would have liked to add him, but not today.
All right, maybe one more. Let's get into... Yeah,
Clyde, this respiratory noises, they don't concern you.
they do always, of course, it's a worry. But Paul Matchett
I'm
informed me
battling
at a
to
double
breathe at
today.
the moment, so I can
As
just
we
imagine
are.
going 2,000 on the stand-side track.
Not
I'll
easy.
come up for air.
Okay, well, let's put something up for you. And this is the plan. Daryl's got his pot. And what's it work out to, Daryl?
It's 135 Rand perm, Clyde. We should hopefully double up in that second leg with the scratching of number 3.
This horse, Rennie's 11 to 20, Darren, that runs now. Is that too short?
No, it's the right price, Clyde. If she reproduces that last effort, I think she'll win just as easy because she's had the 2 comeback runs and her last win was super impressive. She turned it on from a long way back and the stand-side track's going to be ideal. So bank in all bets.
Banky and all bets, so you're not worried about that. Brett Crawford, Randall Simons, they team up with James and hard to beat you for you?
Yeah, certainly now she's going to prove very, very hard to beat, Clyde. I had a little bit of respect for Asiya Pambili because of the weight turnaround and the draw. I thought she'd get the run of the race. But I like the fact that it is good going now because Rennie, the turn of foot she showed in her later start was exceptional. If she just settles in running, she should score that hat-trick. One for the exactas and trifectas, Gilded Grey. That's number 7. Obviously, she's in cracking form at the moment. The horse that ran third on that occasion when she won last time out was Cerulean Dancer, who was very unlucky not to win in her next start. So I think you can take the exactas of year 1 from 7.
Okay. But in general, there's nothing in the race, right? It's
No,
inverted
yes.
commas dead.
Yeah, here's a filly that's unexposed and on the upgrade. She'll take a lot of
A
beating.
lot of beating. All right, so there's no looking back. We're on Rennie in the 6th race, this handicap, and Darren's recommending we take the double. Rennie into Gallic Tribe later. This is the Phillies Mile, and it's an important one, the Phillies Mile. It's a Group 3 as our Highveld season warms up. And what kind of field have we got here market-wise? I can tell you that Bonetta, what's this all about? 22 to 10, ahead of 2 Bless My Stars, 33 to 10, and number 3 on the card, Rock the Fox, who's trading at 11 to 2. There's a lot of quality in here, Darren.
A lot of quality. This filly Bonetta, really impressive on debut. It's the manner in which he won. I know a lot of horses win first time out by 4 or 5 lengths and then go backwards. But this filly has looks like a classic type filly on that debut. I think she is really good. So I'm going to tip Bonetta first, but I have healthy respect for Bless My Stars. In form, really good filly on her day. I would include Rock the Fox. She's had the 2 comeback runs and she will love the step up to a mile on the stand side track. Of the rest, Imra Gina may have a chance.
Yeah, I think you're right. The dangers here is Sean Terry. He holds the key here, I think. I mean, that Mike de Cockfield is very impressive.
Yeah.
We saw it, right? But, and if she blows them away here, well, then she's different division.
She didn't beat the strongest of field, Clyde, but like Darren touched on, it's the manner in which she won. You can't read too much into the ratings because she's unexposed. So now's her time to shine. My view is she doesn't represent any value at her current price. And Rock the Fox is having a peak run. She's now going the stand side 1,600 meters. I'm expecting her to go close to the pace. And I think she represents some value, Clyde, at her current odds. So she's my each-way value in the race. Healthy respect for none other. I think she'll run another very decent race. She should have the run of the race. Peak run. So she's got a lot in her favor. So I think the race lies between the 3, 5, and the 9. I'm not too keen on Bless My Stars. That form line hasn't really stood up as of yet. I think all 3 that have run from there have all finished unplaced.
Yeah,
So-
I see that. But there's something about her, Daryl.
Who?
This Bless My Stars. She's
She's
talented.
She's talented.
I wouldn't read too much into the form
Of
line.
that, there's no doubt, Clyde. But for me, 359 in that order.
Okay. 359. How good is Bonetta? We'll find out now. Let's have a look at our selection. Daryl's taking jackpots, and you're bankering at the back.
Yes, Clyde, I'm taking a chance in the last leg, leg number 4. Number 8, Houston is my banker. That perm will cost you 30 Rand.
Welcome back. This is a handicap, and it's over the 1,600 meters. Crimson Princess has been in very good form, Darren. She's been right up there, run to some decent company. She's got a bit of weight to carry in 61.5 kilos, but clearly the horse to beat.
Yes, Clyde, could be the horse to beat. You know, she improved up in trip. 1,800 meters, she achieved that rating of 93. She did go up 5 points. Now she's back to a mile. She's got to give weight away. I think this race we could get a rough result. I did go the field, including the scratching in the pick 6. In case she does arrive, we double up. But horses like Goma, I know she's had a bit of a layoff, but she's very capable on her day, and maybe the layoff has done her a big favor. With 52 kilos on her back, Goma could be the upset, but it could be an open race.
Yeah, the only thing, the form line's not great.
Of?
Goma. Nothing's landed at all.
This filly has been a disappointment. I really expected much more from her. I actually thought once she goes ground, you can be with her, and she just didn't stay. On her days, she could certainly trouble them over here, Clyde.
But maybe Darren's got a point. If she runs fresh, she may just,
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. I like the look of number 3 over here, Wakanda. She's having her debut for a new yard. I'm hoping she's fit. In that start last time out, Clyde, with the likes of Miss Daisy and Bon Vivant, I think that form line's strong enough for her to feature here. So she's my top pick. I've mentioned the form line of number 2, Bless My Stars. That's definitely maybe. But she wasn't welling on that occasion. Here's a filly that's come down slightly in the rating, trained by Mark de Kock, having a peak run. So that's certainly, there are a few positives over there.
Well, he rated it. Put in the Phillies Classic. She got beat 5 lengths to Rain Holland.
Yeah, wasn't she a pacemaker on that day?
I'm
not too sure. Yeah. I'm not too sure.
But he gave her, he obviously rates her.
And then Crimson Princess, I mean, she's certainly the filly to beat. She's just a bit skinny currently in the market.
Okay, so no value about her. She's trading at 13 to 10 at the moment on Thursday night, much likely to drift. Having said all of that and weighed it all up, listening to what the guys have to say, it does sound like there are a few in here that we have to consider. Okay, well, that will take us closer to what we want to do. Darren's recommending, let's go Crimson Princess and Goma with a swinger. Let's get on to race number 9 now, over 1,400 metres. Gallic Tribe tops the boards at 22 to 10 for the Brett Crawford and Randall Simons combination. Second choice, number 4, Paisley Park at 5 to 1. Number 1, Forever Mine, is 11 to 2. And 7 to 1 and better about the others. Darren, this is the 9th and final. Let's chat about it. What's your first choice?
Gallic Tribe, definitely. One of my better bets on the card. This horse absolutely trotted up last time out. He could have won by 5. That form line, we saw the second place runner, Duke of Sussex, win. We saw Golden Aspen win twice. We saw Wolf's World win. We saw Shareholder win, as well as Bloomington. It's a solid form line. He's got a handy galloping weight, and he's receiving 7 kilos from Forever Mine, who is my second pick. So I only included those 2 in the pick 6, but I'm confident about Gallic Tribe.
Yeah. Let's talk about it for a moment. The 9th and final leg of the pick 6, of course, is what I mean. This is the horse that we picked up as such a big, bulky, beautiful horse.
Lovely.
Won impressively last time.
So much substance about him.
Are you as confident?
I've always rated him from day one. I actually suggested to somebody I know that he try buy him, but that didn't happen. Clyde, I think I've also narrowed it down to 2 horses. I mean, Gallic Tribe was super impressive. Just has to put in a similar sort of effort, and he should be right there. Forever Mine, last time out, it was in the charity mile. It was over a mile, obviously, in sticky going. That's not his game, Clyde. 1,400 on a faster surface from a good draw. He's going to take some catching, but Gallic Tribe might just be up to the task.
Okay, so...
And we obviously saw litigation come from that form line, and he went on to win the Victory Moon. So, so the form has been franked. So for me, it lies between the 1 and the 8.
Distance-wise, Forever Mine, we're happy, right?
No, perfect.
14, perfect.
Ideal.
You remember the 10th, was it the 11th of June? 10th of June,
What was that?
with Forever Mine when it won at the Val for us.
No, it
Don't
wasn't
you?
Forever
Well, have a
Mine.
look, go back.
It wasn't Forever Mine.
Wasn't it?
No.
Okay, well, we just... Memories. Okay. Gallic Tribe is the right horse, we think. And we say that because we watched this horse win, and he's a lovely, imposing, impressive horse. We think he'll win again. Trident King on Thursday night was scratched, and so Electric Gold also not running, and Aravadicho. So 4, 5, and 12 not running here. Darren leaves us with this horse Houston at 5-2 at the top of the boards, 28-10 about Expeditioner. So Candace Dawson does seem to have a very strong hand to call this the Get Out Stakes. The last, what do you think?
Well, Clyde, we've been in hot form this week, and I think it's going to continue. And a horse like Houston, I think he'll win. Last time out, moved up to there like a winner at the 200 and didn't quite see it out the mile. Back to 1400, he really impressed me behind Spin Doctor, who I rate quite highly. And from a decent draw, I'll be very disappointed if he gets beat.
Daryl?
Nothing more to add.
Done. Selections. Thank you.